Okay, so she said the trees look like a monkey.
We talked about it again today. Aaron is scared.
Yeah.
Is
Not a big fan.
scared to death of monkeys.
And then you were picking up on what, monkey spirits or something?
Okay.
They are monkey spirits.
We just watched a monkey thing this morning on TV, and he's like, "Oh no, those monkeys."
Yeah. But also too, that's called a dopa, and a dopa is something that manifests from your mind. So the author of The Shadow, his friends would come into the house and they would see the shadow, his creation. They had a fedora hat, a red scarf, the whole works. And they say, "Hey, we see this guy in your apartment." And he says, "What?" He says, "That's something I created. It's called the shadow. Only the shadow knows." And it's a dopa. And when you think of something really hard, and sometimes under the influence of something, you can project with your mind the monkeys.
Oh, it totally did.
Yeah, and so
I did too.
and
I was
that's
like, oh my God, yeah. It was a trip.
Yeah, I think you projected a dopa, which is in the form of a monkey in your landscape out here.
Thought of monkeys as being like very, very smart but mischievous.
Yeah.
And that's just how I view them, and I don't like them too much because they just, I don't know, it's like something that's very, very smart that can, not just pickpocket you, but, like hurt you and bite you or do something and take things from you and all that. And that to me is scary.
Right, right.
So,
I always wanted to pet monkey. I mean, I want elephants and all.
yeah, I don't know monkeys.
Melissa, so what's been happening in this house? And you also, too, I think you told me in your childhood, you also, too, had paranormal
It started
issues.
when I lived on the Presidio in San Francisco.
Okay.
I lived on the Presidio in San Francisco, and I was kindergarten.
Okay.
Second half of kindergarten, and my mom was swinging my little sister around, and pulled her arm out of socket. And so my parents took my little sister to the hospital, and my parents' friends took us out for pizza and whatever. So I was in bed, woke up in the middle of the night, got up, wanted to go and check out what happened with my sister, me, the wild child of the family, wanted to meander down and look. And when I was going down the hall, there was an old man in a plaid shirt, which I think was my grandfather, because my great-grandfather always wore a plaid shirt, but I'm not sure if it was him, but that's what I've always felt. Anyway, he was leaning over the crib, and I walked up and was not afraid at all whatsoever, went and looked at my sister, and went back to bed. So then go to when I'm 16 in high school. My parents were going through a super nasty divorce. My dad had tons of money. It was, huge battle. And so I'm sitting around. I set up my girlfriend and I set up our parents. So my mom's there, my future stepdad's there, and I'm sitting there saying, I don't know, I think, I might have seen a ghost when I was little, and I described what happened. My mom jumped up off that couch and said, "You call your dad right now. I saw that same man all the time, plaid shirt, everything. You call your dad. Your dad thought I was crazy." So that's when I was like, okay, And then in Southern California, when I lived in Southern California on the property, I would have a dream that someone was attacked by a shark, and I would wake up the next morning and there was a shark attack on the coast. And my husband was a Marine, and I got up and said, "Oh my God, my grandfather came to me and said my grandfather needs me. We've moved into, this is back, there weren't cell phones back in this day, no cell phones." And I said, "Oh my God, I had a dream that my grandfather came to me and said, I need to get a hold of my grandmother." Boom, that very same day, I get a telegraph delivered to my house from my older sister. "My grandmother's dying. I need to go to my..."
Wow.
It's just been like little, it's just been consistent stuff, and then at the carriage, our last house that we lived at, it was a way house, where, what would they do? They came across, they would, you know, our house was round, and they built off of it, and there's stuff that's been found, like we have stuff around the house that was found on the property, but, my girlfriend and I had came home from working out, and I was sitting in the dining room, looking towards the living room, and watched a lady with a black hat and a long dress go completely behind my girlfriend.
Wow.
I turned sheet white, she jumped up, and she's like, you know, and she opens all the, you know, peace, whatever, never said anything to the kids. And then our son, who's the youngest, that just left, a couple months later, running into our bedroom and jumps up on our bed. I just saw a lady in the kitchen. She's got a big hat and a big black hat and a long black dress. There's a lady in the kitchen. There's a lady in the kitchen. I'm like, so it's just been like, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Stuff up in the attic.
I mean, I went up in the attic. It was a trip. I mean, I went up. There was like a bed.
Fully built bed up in the
Fully
attic.
built
You know, just
bed in the attic.
Stuff.
I replaced our whole, what do you call it?
The pipe.
Fire pipe.
And you've heard footsteps, and you've heard the cabinets,
Oh,
yeah, the cabinets opening.
Whispering over there, like a lady whispering. I don't know why. Can you EVP over here? Because I keep hearing a lady whispering.
Okay.
Like while you guys are talking, she's just whispering.
Yeah. Mike, you want to see if you can get an EVP with Wish over there? Okay. And okay, so basically footsteps, cabinets opening.
Footsteps, the bathroom window, the recent
Okay.
thing is the bathroom window's been, you know, we're like, all right, you guys, nobody open anything kind of thing, you know? The bathroom window's been opening, the medicine cabinet, you have to pull that thing open, and it's been open. Matthew's had lots of activity in his bedroom door keeps opening. He's like, Mom, if you're gonna burn your incense, can you please keep my door shut? Stop opening my door. I'm like, I'm not opening your door. I'm not opening your door. And his door's been open, and we don't always sleep together. I mean, that's just how it goes. I'm up late. Anyway, whatever. And he was not believing what was going on, and he has since heard banging. There's banging coming from Matthew's room.
And it seems like maybe the hallway. Now, I'm smart enough to go through the whole house, even look outside, see if maybe there's something outside, but it's coming from in the house.
Wow.
And when I'm in there, I hear the footsteps. I hear the.
What?
And I turn on the TV.
This is true.
Something that kind of.
Wish.
Yeah.
Ivy is like